Hey, good morning, Nathan. This is a quick demo video for you for your SP Sabers and that solo guy, Raxus Starkiller. This is installed with a Proffie, and it's got the Taco Shop brass chassis that you requested, and then you would also ask for some weathering. So we will try to show it on camera, although I showed you some close-up pictures. But on my pictures, sometimes I brighten up the background and that can skew the picture of the actual saber. So I wanted to show you, we've got some nice heat bluing on the emitter, some weathering all the way around. Anything that was steel, like the emitter or the screws, I heat stained, as well as the titanium rods are heat stained, and the bottom crystal holder as well as the top piece and that little rod coming down, that's all titanium, and that was heat stained. You've got the Taco Shop chamber add-on there in the back, that's made out of brass, but that was weathered. All right, coming around here, all of these pieces were taken off. They are steel, so I heat stained those. These four pieces coming down your handle are brass, and then the rest are aluminum. So everything heat stained there. This is a 2-button setup. I like to do some low profile tactile switches here. So your front switch will be power, your back will be auxiliary, but we'll go over that. All right, and then coming over here to get to your chassis, you just want to unscrew the handle. So we'll take this handle off real quick and go over your chassis. So I did weather the chassis as well. You've got an OLED screen right there. If I can focus on it maybe. So your OLED screen right there, your board cover. This is on magnets, so if you want to pop it off, you can. I'm just going to do it over my desk. When you take that off, that gives you access to your board. I do have a 3-pixel accent strip on top of the board there. Access to your SD card and your micro USB. So the board is glued down to the shelf. You'll need a 90-degree data cable and a pair of tweezers to get that SD card out, but very easy to do. And then for now, it just has my sound font on it. A copy of the config file is also on the SD card, all right, because there are a total of, I think, 5 blade styles on this particular saber. You can snap this back into place. You've got your main blade, you've got your crystal chamber, you've got your motor for your secondary chamber because you've got a spinning piece here. You've got your second crystal. You've got this open area right here that is on its own blade style. So you've got all those blade styles, but you'll find that config on the SD card. All right, this is your battery compartment. So again, you can take this off. I want to do it over my desk because I tend to drop things when I'm doing them for the camera up above. So this is on 4 magnets also, but this holds an 18350 battery, and it's right there, obviously. All right, so when you want to get your battery out to charge it, that's how you do that, and then this snaps back into place, and access to your kill switch is right there without taking anything off. And lastly, a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker, all right, and it's fully enclosed. So if we want to turn this guy on, we'll come over here and flip our switch. So you've got my boot up on the OLED screen. Your 2 crystals are each doing a little something different. And then when we hit power, and you come over here to your secondary crystal chamber, you can see it spinning. Get your battery meter right here, and then those 3 pixels on top of the board, I did that so I could light up this area right here. All right, and then you've got shine through here and twist off. You are running a Carl Chen V4 Neopixel connector in there. All right, so when you got this all on, that's what the chassis looks like when it's off. We'll put the handle back on. It is a tight fit, but it goes. There's a lot of stuff crammed into this saber. All right, so this is the V2, basically, of the Taco Shop chassis. So I did not have to do any machining to the inside of the hilt like I typically did on the first run. So a tight fit, but no machining was done, and it fits fine. All right, we'll come over here. We'll turn on again. Before I turn it on, you'll notice this is off. I have everything on a timer, so if you don't turn the saber on right away, it won't just keep going and kill your battery. All right, but we hit power. All right, this shroud right here, you can slide this down to get that reveal of your secondary chamber, and it reacts to auxiliary. I can focus in on it. Or if you hit blade lock up, oh, hard to do here. Right. And then when you don't want that anymore, just slide it back into place and it will stay there. Right. This actually is your blade retention. So you'll back this out a little bit. This saber is made for a 7/8 inch blade. All right, we'll put a 7/8 blade in there real quick. Don't go mashing it down in there when you feel like you're on those pins. Just stop, lock your blade down, hit power. Lights up a blade very well. From base to tip. Got good flash on flash, and then I made sure that right past the shroud that slides down, all right, when you slide that back into place and you turn it, you got a little bit of shine through right here as well. So there's a lot of different things going on this saber. All right. To play your soundtrack, do a long press on the power. And then do another long press to turn it off. And then we will break it back down. All right, loosen that up a little bit, take our blade out. Tighten that back down so we're good there. And we'll come over here and just take our handle off real quick. I think you have twist on. Yeah. You also have twist on and twist off. I like putting it on this particular setup, especially because a lot of times I will install these chassis before I have a chance to install the rest of the saber. And that is a way for me to test that the chassis works without having any switches wired up. All right, so when we're over here, we can hit power. We'll come over here and flip our kill switch, and it kills power like it should. All right, but that is basically your Raxus Starkiller. Let me know if you have any questions. I will box this up, and I will get it out in the mail to you at the latest by tomorrow. All right, thanks, Nathan.